And now let me start the recording. I have started the recording, guys. Okay. Now, for whom this particular training is, okay, I will not recommend this training to be for a complete fresher. Okay, not for complete fresher. Okay? Instead, say you have around 2 years or 5 years of experience in Selenium, in manual testing. 2 years or 5 years of experience in manual testing or Selenium. Sorry, say manual testing or support job. And out of this 2 to 5 years, okay, you want to convert 2 years or up to 4.5 years of experience into Selenium experience. Okay, that is when this will be really be helpful for you. Okay, so again I'm saying this will be helpful for those people who wants to put experience in Selenium. When I say experience, it's a real experience I'm talking about. Okay, with who can develop a Selenium framework from the very scratch. Okay, that's the thing. Now when I say all these things, okay, first I need to show you the actual syllabus. Okay, when I talk about the syllabus, this is what is the syllabus. I'm not sure whether I have sent you guys this syllabus or not. Okay, I'll be teaching you the core Java. Okay, that's the most important thing. Okay, now I have seen people will always talk about the Selenium. Okay, and especially those people, those who have come from manual testing. Okay, they might not think that you actually need to code, but that's not the truth, guys. Okay, the better you are in core Java, better you will code in Selenium. Okay, and if you ask me, all these syllabus, among all these syllabus, which one will gonna take maximum time? I will say the core Java will take 60% of your time. Okay, when I teach, core Java will take almost 60% of your thing. Okay, because in the industry, if at all you know the core Java, there is nothing. Okay, there is nothing. There is nothing in the Selenium. Okay, because if you know the core Java, you can work on JMeter. JMeter, that's also based on the Java. You can work on one more tool called as APM tool. Okay, APM tool, that is for mobile native app automation. Okay, so the core Java is very much basic, very much needed, and I will be covering it from very basic to some of the advanced concept till the multi-threading and all. Okay, and this core Java, whatever we are learning, okay, you can almost become a core Java developer. To such a level I'll be teaching you the core Java. Okay, now if at all any one of you are not, you'd really think that core Java is not really necessary, okay, then it's not the case, guys. Okay, core Java is really necessary. Okay, and if at all you are learning this core Java and automation, I'll be giving you this APM course free of cost without charging you anything. Okay, this is for mobile native native app automation. Okay, that's the plan, guys. Okay, and if at all Selenium and core Java, okay, APM will not gonna take more than 10 classes. Okay, 10 classes, may say 15 to 20 hours. Okay, you can learn the APM. Okay, so first I'll be teaching you the core Java, and then I will just give you some of the introductions about Selenium. Okay, and we're gonna see the most important thing in the Selenium, that is Selenium WebDriver. Okay, so all these things, okay, till here, okay, we'll be seeing the Selenium WebDriver. Okay, now when you say Selenium WebDriver, you will see how to do a click, how to open different browsers, and how to navigate to some URL. Okay, whatever Selenium handles. Okay, and there are some of the things which I have mentioned, and believe me, Selenium will not gonna do more than around 15 different tasks. Okay, that's it. Selenium is not such a huge automation framework, but what we are doing is we'll be not just will be working on the Selenium. We once we learn the Selenium, okay, this is what is the Selenium part. Okay, whatever you see here, okay, till here. We'll be also be learning some other tools like, okay, you will be learning either auto IT or securely, okay, because Selenium doesn't help when there is any Windows pop-up. Okay, how to handle those kinds of scenario, those things we'll be learning using Selenium, securely or auto IT. Okay, now once this is done, we'll be we'll be developing, not the development as such, but we'll be developing one more tool called as testng. Okay, it's a testing framework. Okay, what is this unit testing framework? Testng, we'll gonna see, and we're gonna see almost everything in the testng. Okay, whatever is needed for the Selenium. Okay, once we learn the testng, okay, now you guys know whatever it's really needed what for Selenium, but you will, there in the Selenium there is nothing called as, uh, there is nothing called as reporting things and all. Okay, so we have to learn some other reporting API. Okay, and we will be using something called as using extent reports. Okay, extent reports. And when we learn this extent report, okay, it's like you'll be able to create the HTML file, okay, the result file, okay, with the screenshot and everything, okay, and it will look very neat, guys. Okay, that is what we'll be learning. And once that is done, okay, we'll be learning some other tools called as version control, Git or SVN or Apache Maven, how to log something, okay, how to create the text files, all those things we'll be learning. Okay, so once everything is done, we will be combining. And one more thing I have mentioned, I think I have missed out here is reading data from the Excel. I have missed it out. Okay, I will place it somewhere over here. I will say reading data from Excel using Apache for. Okay, this is the one of the most important thing. I just missed it out. Let's see. Apache for. Okay. Now, once all these things are done, we will be developing an automation framework. Okay. Now, when you say the framework, okay, how the framework will look like is, okay, whatever we have learned so far, okay, whatever we learned, that is what we have learned. Say this is our framework, okay, for example. Now, what we have learned, the most important thing that we learned is the Selenium. Okay, Selenium. Okay, Selenium. And Selenium will be, whatever code that we'll be writing, it will be on top of Java, guys. Okay, whatever we'll be doing, we'll be doing from Java. Okay, now when we automate, when we develop a framework, we'll be needing data, test data and all. Okay, test data, and these test data, okay, say test data from Excel. Okay, these test data, for reading data from the Excel, we'll be using Apache Poi. Okay, Apache Poi. And there are some kind of validations that we'll be doing. Okay, when I say validations, comparing different objects and all those things. Okay, now if I go in detail, you might not understand. There we'll be using this called test ng for validations. Okay, validations. And all these things will be done by a build tool called as Apache Maven. This one also you might not understand at this point of time, but consider, just imagine there will be something called as will be something called as Apache Maven. We'll be learning it, okay? And how many of you know something called as version control? Okay, version control in the sense, how will you put your code into some kind of repository? I'm not sure whether you guys heard of some repository like SVN or GitHub or say SVN, GitHub or CVS. Okay, there will be some kind of repository which we'll be using. Okay, and most probably we'll be using either SVN or the GitHub. And what it will gonna help with us is it will go ahead and help us put whatever code that we are writing, okay, using here, okay, whatever code that we are writing, how to put it into the cloud and how we can share that code with different team members. Okay, say you have done some changes in the code, so that change is there in your computer alone. How will you put it onto the cloud and make it available for everyone? Okay, that is also we'll be learning, because that is one of the most important thing. Okay, and for that most probably I'll be using uh you know most probably I'll be using SVN, or I'll be using GitHub. Okay, GitHub. Okay, we're gonna see either of these two will be using. And once that is done, okay, what is the ultimate goal of any automation framework? Okay, we should be able to develop the reports, correct? So the output of all these things will be in the form of, this is HTML reports. Okay, and all these things will be integrated together to make it look like a complete automation framework. Okay, complete automation framework. Let me just check whether I have missed something. Yeah, logging API. Okay, logging API also we'll be using. Okay, what is the logging API? We will see it later. Okay, logging API, like something called as log4j. Okay, we'll be using something called as log4j. Logging API will be definitely be using, and apart from that, I think we have covered almost everything else. Okay, and one more thing this which is missing is we'll also be dealing with, once everything is done, okay, all these things are done, we will be converting this code in a way that we can make it to run on Selenium grid. Okay, Selenium grid. Okay, and that is our final thing. Okay, Selenium grid. And this all these components will be there in your framework, guys. Okay, and that is the main reason the course duration might go from anywhere from 55 to 70 hours. Okay, that will be the course duration. Okay, it will not be like a typical 25 hours class. Okay, that is the thing. it will be like everything, because first you'll be learning this core Java and everything. Okay, this is how the course will gonna be. Okay, now at this point of time, if any one of you have any questions on this, you can ask me. Okay, any questions that you might come across, you can definitely ask me. No? Okay, fine guys. Okay, so as I said, that is all about it. Now, as I said, our first step will be to start learning the core Java. Okay, to start learning the core Java. That's what we said. That is what we have discussed here. Okay, now for today I will just tell you what is compilation and what is execution in core Java. That is it, nothing more than that, guys. Okay, so say I have a folder. Okay, and folder I'll say B29. Okay, B29. It's an empty folder. Okay, now I will say create a text file. New. I'll say text file. I will say demo.txt, and it's a plain text file. Correct? Plain text file. Now, when you have such a plain text file, can we use this text file to write our Java code? And the answer is yes. Answer is yes. Okay. And the syntax will be something like this. Syntax will be something like this. That is class demo. Okay. And the syntax, I'm not trying to teach you any syntax here. I just want you to learn what is compilation and what is execution. Okay, and I have not even told you how to install Java. Okay, that also I have not told you guys. Okay, that can be taken up later, guys. Okay, I just want you to understand something for today. Okay, what is compilation and what is execution in Java. Okay, say I have written something called as something I have written. Okay, and you need not worry. Okay, and I have file name is what is my file name? File name is demo.txt. Okay, now is this a valid Java file? That's the first question. Is this a valid Java file? And the answer is no, this is not a Java file. How do you say a file is a Java file or Java source file? Is on the basis of its extension. If at all it has to be a source file, Java source file or a Java file, its extension instead of txt, it should be dot Java. That's it. Press enter, and I have changed the extension to dot Java. Okay, and I can still open it in Notepad. That is very much possible, but now it is the Java file. Okay, now it is a Java file, and I have it on my E drive, and the folder name is B29. Okay, now this is where you will be writing your actual code, guys. Okay, this is where you will be writing your actual code. Okay, whatever code that you will gonna write, write your code. Okay, this is the place wherein you will be writing your code, and it will be in between these two braces. Okay, in between these two braces. Okay, that is what. Now this is called as Java source file, which you guys will be writing. Java source file. And when you have a Java source file, you have to compile this file. If at all you have done any at least one program in C or something in your college days, you might be aware of something called as compilation. correct? Compilation. Now we have a source file. What it does, none of our matter. I'm not trying to teach you the syntax also. I'm not trying to teach you anything. I'm telling you, if a file has an extension .java, okay, it's a Java file, and I'm telling you how to compile a Java file. Compile a Java file. Okay, the process is very simple. To compile a Java file, I will go ahead and whatever I'll be teaching now, compilation and all, in real life you won't be using this manual compilation. Whatever I'm showing you guys right now, manual compilation. What do I mean by manual compilation? I myself doing this compilation, okay, manually. This one in real life you won't be doing. You won't be doing it, but I'm doing it for me. And instead of doing the manual compilation, I'll be using a tool called as Eclipse. I'm not sure how many of you are aware of this. I'll be using the tool called as Eclipse. Okay, but what Eclipse does behind the scene, that is very important to know, guys. Okay, for you guys to get more confidence, and that is the only reason I'm doing this manual compilation now. Okay, how to do the manual compilation? Go to the command prompt cmd and go to E drive. Okay, how to go to E drive? I think E colon. Okay, yeah, I'm there in the E drive. I have copied this particular path. I will go to this particular path, that is cd, and believe me guys, you need not do it when you really work in some company. Okay, you need not do it manually. Okay, I'm going to cd that particular space, so I'm into this particular folder in the command prompt now. Okay, now if you want to compile this Java file, all you need to do is java c hyphen, give the complete file name, demo.java. Okay, I'm not sure, most of the time it doesn't work on the Windows computer. Okay, and people never try to really fix it. That's because people won't be doing it more. It's not practically, you won't be doing all these things. Okay, you'll be, as I said, we will be using some other tools. Okay, but this is just for demonstration purpose, I'm showing you guys. Okay, I will write java c space demo.java. I went into that particular folder and I am writing like this, and I'll just press enter. Okay, let's see what happens. See, now as soon as I pressed enter, if you see, this was our file. Okay, the first, this one which I have surrounded by green, is the file what we had written. But when I compile it, one more file got created, that is demo.class. Demo.class, and this is your compiled Java file. Okay, Java file. Let me just delete it. Demo.java. I'll say delete. I have deleted it. I'll again compile. Okay, I'll compile. I'll write java c.demo, and you guys can see, as soon as I compile it, you're gonna see one more file here, demo.class. Okay, and I will say press enter now. I have just pressed enter. See, demo.class is there. Any doubts on the compilation, guys? Any one of you? Yeah, if at all you have any doubt, you can unmute yourself at any point of time. Yeah, go ahead, Shiva.
How this class will be created, like demo.class, like
How the class will be created?
yeah, the demo dot
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, like the demo.class, how it will, the folder will be created, like when you compile java c demo.java and press enter,
Okay,
the demo.class, like I'm not clear about it, like right now.
like what exactly you want to know? Like how? What is the algorithm Java? Like a Sun microsystem or Oracle uses to create this demo.class? That is what you're asking you? Exact algorithm?
No, no, no.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm asking you like when you are using in CMD Java C and demo.java and press enter, like the demo.class will be created, like the
Perfect.
folder is created.
Not the folders. File will be created.
The file will be created.
Mhm.
So in this file, like what are you trying to show? Like what is actually it means like?
Okay, I'll definitely tell you. Yes, that is my second thing. Yeah. Okay. Any other doubt apart from this?
No, no.
No. Okay. Now, have you done any programming in C? At least one program.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now let me ask you this: when you compile a C program, what you get? You get machine code, correct? In zeros and one.
Yes.
Okay. Same thing. If you ask me, what do you get when you compile a Java file? And the answer is, okay, answer is you will not get you will not get machine language. Okay, that is the difference. Okay, now that's the first difference between Java and C. Okay, if you ask me, then what is this file?
Okay.
What is this file? Okay, I can open this file in Notepad or something and I can show it to you. Okay, say I'll just open this. This is the actual file. Okay, whatever you are seeing, this is the actual file. Now if you ask me whether this is the machine language, no, it's definitely not machine language, because machine language will be in 0 and 1, 0 and 1, that nothing else machine knows. Okay, but this is not in the machine language. Okay, what Java does is Java creates an intermediate version called as bytecode. Bytecode. And if at all someone asks you what happens when you compile a Java file, your answer should be it, it gives you a bytecode. Okay, now why that bytecode will be useful, you will come to know when I talk about something called as JRE, JRE or JDK. Okay, JDK. Okay, now one thing you can understand. Okay, one thing I can tell you what it happens. First thing that you need to understand, it is not the machine language. It's not like any other language wherein, when you compile a language, normally it gets converted into machine language. That is what is the compilation. But in Java, it is not the machine language. It is some intermediate language or intermediate code called as bytecode. Okay, bytecode. Okay, and how the bytecode looks like. Okay, the bytecode looks like something like this, whatever you have just seen. Okay, this is your bytecode. Okay, it's not the machine language. That's the first thing that you need to know. Now, how many of you know that Java is platform independent? Java is platform independent. Now, what do they mean by platform independent? They will say, once you write the Java code, okay, this is what you had written, correct? Demo.java. Once you write this Java code, say I'm writing it on Windows 10 machine, Windows 10 machine. They will say once you write Java code on any machine, you can run that code on any platform. Maybe it is Linux or Mac OS, okay, or else Android, okay, iOS, okay. They're saying once you write a Java code, you can execute it on any operating system, any operating system. Now that means that whatever code I have written here, this code will run on any operating system. If you ask me, no, that is not the truth, guys. Okay, it is not the source code which is dependent, which is independent. Okay, you cannot say this whatever you have written, class demo, whatever you have written, it will work on any machine or any platform. No, that is not the truth, guys. But if you say the compiled version, this is the compiled version. What is that compiled version? That is demo.class. If you say demo.class will work on any machine, then that is the correct statement. Okay, so when someone says Java is platform independent, that it doesn't mean that once you write the Java file demo.java, it can be executed or compiled on any machine. No, that's not the truth, guys. But once it is compiled, then you can execute this Java file on any computer. Okay, any computer or any operating system. That is the reason it is called platform independent. So what your Java compiler does is when you do a compilation, it doesn't convert it into a machine language. Instead, it is converting it to some intermediate language that is called as bytecode. Okay, bytecode. And most importantly, this bytecode, whatever you are seeing right here, bytecode, this bytecode is actually the platform independent. You can use this bytecode to run your you can use this bytecode to run on any computer in this world, okay, whichever supports Java. Okay, that is the reason they say Java is platform independent. Okay, now if you ask me, can a human read the bytecode? No, we cannot read the bytecode. We will not understand what is there inside it. This bytecode will be read by the JVM, okay, Java Virtual Machine. That is what you need to know. Okay, we have not learned what is JVM, what is JRE, how to install Java. None of those things we have learned. We'll be learning it, okay, not a problem. But I just want you to understand what it takes to compile a Java program. Okay. Any doubt, any one of you? So when you compile a Java program, it doesn't get converted into machine language. It doesn't get converted into machine language. Instead, it gets converted into some intermediate form called as bytecode, and this bytecode is platform independent. Okay, that's what you need to know. No doubt? Okay. No doubt. Okay, can we execute this bytecode? Now I have compiled it. This is the compiled version demo.class. Can I execute it? I can execute it, but right now it will not work. Okay. Okay. How to execute Java space demo. I need not say demo.class. Okay, I just need to say Java space demo. It will say something called as main method could not be found. It will say something about main method could not be found. Okay, let's see. See, it is saying right here that it is not able to find the main method. Okay, this is what it is saying here. Okay, the problem is any Java program that you want to execute, if you want to start execution, you have to add something called as main method in this Java class. Okay, without main method you can compile a Java file, but you cannot run it. Okay, so I will add something called as public static void main, and now when whatever I'm writing, you might not understand anything out of it. Okay, unless you have gone through some of my previous videos. Okay, and today is not the time wherein I will be explaining you what I am writing. what I'm writing. I'll not be explaining you, because even if I explain, I cannot make you guys understand at this point of time. Okay, it needs something, but understand, you need to have something like this written to execute a Java program. Okay, and say I want to write something on the console. I will say system dot out dot println, and I will say, and every Java statement ends with a semicolon, what you see here. Okay, and I will say hi bash 29. Okay, something like this. Now I have the main method. Can I execute it now? If I say java space demo, it will still give me the error. Can anyone tell me why it is still giving the error? I said after, once I add the main method, it should work, correct? I mean, it should work, it should not give me the error. Why it is still giving me the error?
Compilation is missing.
I'm sorry.
Compilation is missing.
That's
You
right.
have to
Okay.
compile again.
Yeah, you have to compile again. So any change, you have to compile again. Okay, that's as simple as that. Now I have compiled it again. Now if I run java.demo, it should say hi B29. That's the thing. Okay, that's it. So any change in the Java program source file has to be compiled every time. Okay, and whatever you are seeing right now on your computer, okay, we won't be using it, all these things in the real life. We will be using a tool called as Eclipse. Okay, Eclipse. Okay, what is this Eclipse and all these things we'll be learning. Okay, and again I'm telling you, we have not learned what is this public, what is this static, what is this main, nothing. Okay, what is this? Nothing we have learned. That is not the thing, guys. Okay, I'm trying to make you understand what it takes to compile and execute a Java program. Okay, that is it. Okay, that is it. Now if at all someone gives me this class file, okay, and you take this class file, okay, and instead of B29 I'll say B29 class. Okay, you put the class file here. Okay, someone gives you the class file, and if you go to that particular location, say cd and enter, now you can execute this class file. Okay, you can say java space demo. See, so for execution, only the class file is more than enough. Okay, the source file is not needed. Okay, so this demo.class, whatever you are seeing, the class file or the bytecode is actually the platform independent. Okay, if I give this file to anyone in this world, okay, they might be having any kind of computers, as long as those operating systems supports Java, then they will be able to run this demo.class file, demo.class file. Okay, and that is the main reason they say Java is something called as write once and execute or repeat multiple times. Okay, that's because Java is platform independent. Okay, that is what you need to know. Okay, even this demo.java will work in almost all the cases. Okay, if you give it to someone, it's almost in all the cases it will work, but in some of the rarest of rare scenario it will not work. But you can definitely say that demo.class will definitely work always. Okay, that is the only reason we say Java is platform independent, guys. Okay, this is it. This is about execution and compilation and execution of a Java program. Okay, that is it. Any doubts, any one of you? And whatever we have just learned, we will not be doing it in real life. We'll be using some other tools. Okay, but I wanted you to understand what it takes to create a compile a Java file and execute a Java file, execute a class file. Yeah, no doubt. Okay. Now, if you go ahead and run this, I mean, create a file like this and try to run it, will it work? It depends. It depends on what you need to have something called as JDK installed on your computer. JDK installed on your computer. If you want to run Java files, you need to have the JDK installed on your computer. Okay, JDK stands for Java Development Kit. We'll have a separate uh, class for understanding the difference between JDK and JRE, and there is something called as JVM. Okay, we will see that. Okay, but understand you how to install something called as JDK. Okay, and how to install JDK is just go to Google and you say download JDK 8. Okay, JDK 8. Okay, so if you ask me, Java has multiple versions. Okay, Java has multiple versions. Okay, and some of the recent versions are Java Development Kit JDK 1.5, JDK 1.6, JDK 1.7, JDK. The most recent one is JDK 1.8, and I want you guys to use JDK 1.8. Okay, 1.8. Okay. Now, if you ask me, if at all, if you consider all the application which are there in the market, okay, whatever projects which are going on, okay, around 50% of the people are using JDK 1.6. Remaining, you can say around 30% are using, you know, JDK 1.7, and you can say 18% are using JDK 1.8, and some people around 2%, okay, are using JDK 1.5. Okay, this is what kind of, you can say. Okay, and this is not very much accurate thing, but yeah, but maximum JDK 1.6 is used. Okay, but whoever is writing the codes now, they definitely using JDK 1.8. And if you ask me what is the difference, okay, it's not considerable, guys. Okay, don't worry about what is the difference between JDK 1.6, 1.7, and 1.8. Okay, we will see it. Okay, if even if I tell you right now, okay, if I tell you something about generics and all, you will not understand that. Okay, but understand one thing, you need to install something called a JDK 1.8. Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll say download JDK 1.8, and whatever comes up first, okay, whichever it says oracle.com, you can go to that. Okay, don't go to FileHipGo or something like that. Okay, I'm going into the first thing. Okay, and it says Java SC development kit. Okay, JDK 1.6 or Java SC development kit. Okay, both are same. SC stands for standard edition. Okay, and if at all you are using Windows computer, it will depend whether your Windows is 64-bit or the 32-bit. Okay, if at all your Windows is 64-bit, you need to download this one. If at all your Windows is 64-bit, you have to download this one. Okay, so for 32-bit Windows, you need to download this file, 32-bit. If at all you have 64-bit Windows, you need to download the next file. Okay, that is what you need to understand. Okay, and if at all you're using on Linux and all, you can use uh, you know uh, different things. Okay, for the 64-bit, these two are the 64-bit, these two are for 32-bit. And if you ask me what is the exact difference, to be frank, I don't know what is the difference between this 32-bit and this 32-bit. Okay, if you want, you can Google it. Okay, and for Mac OS, okay, it's giving in irrespective of whether 32-bit or 64-bit. Okay, you can go ahead and download this. Okay, so that is the thing, guys. Okay, and there are some other things as well, like Linux ARM32 hard float. Okay, I don't know what is it. Okay, but unless you are using it, okay, don't worry. But for you, most of the people, it will be either Windows 32-bit or the 64-bit. Okay, that is the thing. And all you need to do is just click on this. Since mine is 64-bit, I'll be clicking on this last link. Okay, this particular link I'll be clicking on, and if I click on this, okay, you have to agree this license and agreement. Where is this license agreement? Yeah, you have to say I agree this license. Now if I click on this, it will go ahead and download. Okay, it will gonna take some time. Okay, but it will go ahead and download. I'm not doing it because I have already installed it and I have already downloaded it. And once you download it, you just need to run it. Okay, how to run? If you don't know how to run any application on Windows, I can help you with that one as well. Okay, you can just need to click next, and it will just run it once the download is complete. Okay, and this one needs to be installed for you to get the result using that command prompt. Okay, you are doing all these things are possible. That's because you have Java development kit installed on your computer. Okay, so that will be your first step for today. If at all you don't have the Java development kit, okay, download. And it's Java development kit 8. Okay, and if at all you are getting, instead of 144 you are getting 98 or 120, just go ahead and download it. Doesn't matter, guys. Okay, as long as it is Java development kit 8, update doesn't matter. Okay, update doesn't matter. Okay, that is the thing. So you guys need to go ahead and do that, guys. Okay, that is the task. Any doubt here? Any one of you? No? Okay, then that's it for today, guys. Okay, only one thing that we learned is how to compile a Java program and how to run a Java program. Okay, and whatever we have learned, we will not be using it in real life. Okay, let me tell you now itself. Okay, it was just to make you guys understand what happens when you compile and run a Java program. Okay, you need to know what is this class file or the bytecode. Okay, that is the only reason I took you guys told you guys about this. And the next thing what I want you to do is download JDK8, okay, from the Oracle website, and install it on your computer. If you're not able to install, any problem, get back to me. Okay, that is it for today. And if at all you have any doubt, okay, now for example Shivam has some of the doubts. He has some of the general doubts. Okay, maybe from manual testing and all those things. Okay, so any one of you want to stay, you can stay, but as far as whatever I wanted to teach for today, that is it, guys. Okay, I have nothing more to teach. Okay, and any questions, not just about Selenium or the Java, okay, just about anything. Why like you guys are already almost all of you are already working, okay, and almost everyone of you are working in the manual testing. Okay, so Shivam has some of the doubts. Okay, and Shivam, you can go ahead, and Ankit and Nidhi, if you guys want to stay, you can stay. If you have any doubt, you can ask. If you just want to listen to whatever doubts Shivam is asking, that is also fine. And if you want to drop out, that is also fine, guys. Okay, anyway, you'll be getting the recordings of this particular session. Okay, by today you will be, all of you are getting, okay, including Shivam, everyone will be getting. Okay, so go ahead, guys. Any doubt, anything about the scope of Selenium, or whether it's good to go for Selenium, anything that you want to ask, okay, you can go ahead and shoot out, guys. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, Shivam, you said you had, yeah, go ahead.
Can I call you after 10 minutes? Can we discuss through the call?
Yeah, no issues. That is also fine, guys. Okay, that's it. Ankit, Nidhi, do you guys have any problem? Any questions? Sorry.
No.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, Shivam. Ankit, Nidhi, any doubts or any questions that you guys
No.
have? No? Okay. Then
No.
that's it for
No,
today,
sir.
guys. Okay. From tomorrow, I want to have class at 9 p.m. Okay, so let's try to meet at 9 p.m. from tomorrow. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.